Good morning, everybody. Today is 9/18, and we're going to be going over the weekly patch notes for Destiny Rising. So without further ado, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the notes. So starting off, due to the maintenance, they always give us compensation, 200 eliminated leaves, so that's going to be good for the Estella draws. Okay, so let's get to the update content. And as some of you guys may know, we have the new event, aka the contest raid, Eclipse. So let's see what they have to say about the Eclipse. Alrighty, event intro. The limited time Gauntlet Onslaught event Eclipse starts, bringing with it even more difficult mechanics from a fire team of 6, and take on the challenge and claim tons of rewards. Okay, so we're gonna have different mechanics. So we'll see on Friday for me for Pacific to see what that entails, and I will be recording that. Will I upload it? Probably, most likely, yeah. So stay tuned for that video if it does come out. This event is divided into 2 phases. Leaderboard rush, so from the 19th all the way to the 22nd, that is our time frame to get the top 100 and all the rewards that comes along with it. So we'll have plenty of time. If you missed out on the day 1, no problem. You got 2 more days to get that done. Moving on. Difficulty is higher during the leaderboard rush phase. Light bearers can receive rewards including exotic weapon choice engrams, weapon shaders, and more. Fire teams whose best clears for the 3 stages rank in the top 100 will also receive special rewards including a dynamic emblem and exotic ghost shell. Additionally, the first team to clear all 3 stages will receive a limited edition emblem. And highlighted in bright orange here, it says, Light bearers must clear the 3 stages in the same fire team to have their results counted towards the leaderboards. Basically, if one person from your fire team leaves, they have to restart 3 stages. So you're gonna have to be dedicated that day with no person swapping. So the results display from 9/22 to 9/29. Then lastly here to finish up the update content, it says, during the results display phase, the difficulty will be lowered. Light bearers who haven't yet cleared can attempt the activity and claim first clear rewards. So there's going to be an opportunity for people who have not gotten top 100, I assume there. So that's great for people who have missed out on those 3 days. Moving on to the second part, Ascending Lights. After the maintenance on 9/18, so that is today in a few hours of this recording, and all the way to 10/2 is when the event is going to be on for. Event intro. New lights can take part in this event to quickly raise their team level and unlock more activities and features. During the event, light bearers under team level 65 can complete daily challenges to earn team XP and quickly level up. Note that only light bearers under team level 65 can take part and claim rewards. So for all you people who are 66 or above, you cannot get any of these rewards, I assume, based off what they're saying here. Moving on to optimizations and adjustments, or more so combat and balance adjustments. So we have activity difficulty and down below weapons. It says here, reduce the difficulty of the boss in campaign revelations. That's the final boss, I assume, there with the big cabal, especially for mobile players. Like as a PC player on an emulator, I still think about mobile players even trying to attempt the raid. Activity difficulty. Shorten the gathering at Fireteam quest. Weapons. Added an attack assist effect to weapons with the Rampage, Hyperema, Reincarnation, and Glutton perks, as well as exotic sidearms, Concerto's perk, when the wielder's damage against a single target using weapons with these perks reaches 30% for base combatants or 20% for elite and stronger combatants. If an ally defeats the combatant, the perk effect will still stack. Moving on to more weapons here. Fix the color of damage numbers displayed when exotic pulse rifle Fierce 3 shots hit the, quote, criticality point, making them yellow. Improved exotic shotgun Octant Riot dispersers, intrinsic trait, and catalyst brand descriptions. Improved the weapon equipped, weapon filtering, and exotic refinement screens. Updated the icon for exotic machine gun, Gallows. Reduced exotic machine gun, higher appetit, starting ammo in iron bar. Okay, moving on to activity additions and optimizations. Singularity. Improve paraverse abilities, making newly acquired ones take immediate effect. Calamity Ops. Improve score display. Shadow Shaper duels. Improve the exchange shop screen to support clicking/tapping cards to view details. Deck editing now supports non-exact searches. Reduce the difficulty for some Shadow Shaper triumphs. And lastly here, the Expanse/Eternity. Adjusted the time requirements for rewards. This is a big change. Even though I don't have any issue clearing it, I know again, for the mobile players, this is a big issue, as their thumbs can only move so fast. Big W there. I myself probably won't see that change, but for you guys over there, you will most definitely see that. New features and system improvements. We have the Acclaim. Reduce the power requirement for characters' gold medal quest. Now that, I gotta put a pause on that, is a massive one. I still am having some issues with Acclaim leveling and getting my characters to even silver. But this is going to be a good padding for when I do get into the gold medals for the Acclaim. So that's great there. Emblems. Improve the display of emblems. Okay. Destinations. Improve the resource models and light bearers carrying animation for front lines, Viridia Forest, supply retrieval. Power. Improved upgrade guidance related to the weapons in the Raise Power system. Improved upgrade guidance related to relics in the Raise Power system. Black Market. Catalysts you already own and catalysts for weapons whose catalysts you've already activated will no longer be stocked. So we don't get any dupes there, so that's good. Fire Team Finder. Improved searching for fire teams, helping lightbearers quickly find teammates across the whole server. Tutorial. Improved guidance for collectibles, events, improved data cleaning mechanics when events are closed. And lastly, we got two left here. Improved the trigger conditions for penalizing unsportsmanlike behavior. We don't like quitters. And lastly here, controls. Improved the on-screen prompts shown while playing, quote, Go Ghost Go, using a controller. Economy and resource cost adjustments. This is going to be a big one. Pinnacle rewards. Increase the chance of acquiring exotic weapons when claiming pinnacle rewards from the Gauntlet Onslaught, aka the raid. But note, this does not include weekly high value rewards. Increase the chance of acquiring exotic artifacts when claiming pinnacle rewards from the Singularity Chaos. Big change. So we're not going to be in the Singularity Mines, or the Artifact Mines as we call it, as long. Big W. Basic rewards. Increase the chance of acquiring exotic artifacts when claiming basic rewards from Singularity Chaos. Added bounty value to all basic rewards. Once you've accumulated enough bounty value, you can redeem seasonal engrams from the bounty screen. Reward adjustment. Enhanced, quote, Easter egg rewards from the front lines. Slightly increased front lines rewards at level 7 and level 8. And added a chance to receive mythic weapon parameters. Then we got two left here. Raise the daily destination reputation cap to 2,000. Once you've unlocked the season system, Team XP earned will be shown as season XP. The big takeaway for this section here is the obviously pinnacle reward changes for the Chaos and Onslaught, the raid mode. Then we have, moving on, character and narrative content. Character abilities. Improve the aiming accuracy for Shangwei, Signature's ability, Fist of the Warpath. So all you Shuangwei mains out there, I don't know if you even exist, you got a little buff. There you go, eat up. And then moving on to audio, we have improved the sound effects played when receiving a gift of the 9. Fix issues. Fix an issue in which leaving the treasure hall would clear saved progress. Singularity. Fix an issue in which after completing stage 6, The fan would activate without a button to interact. Legendary campaign. Fix an issue in which the character borrowing feature did not work as intended. So, a quick side note here before we move on. This right here, when you go into the Acclaim and you have to use a certain character in a legendary campaign, when you try to hit borrow from one of your friends, and you went in there and you finished the campaign mission in under 7 minutes, there was no progress towards that Acclaim challenge. So I am very thankful for this, because I have friends who have a tier 6 Gwen or even a tier 6 Acela, so I'm going to be abusing that as much as I can. Then lastly here, Calamity Ops. Fix an issue in which some combatants would spawn with the incorrect tier on Specialist difficulty, resulting in lower scores. Artifact and weapon issues. Artifacts. Fix an issue in which the Rampaging Radiation artifact could not trigger Resolute Radiation artifact's damage resistance effect. Fix an issue with the display of exotic sniper rifle is Inagi's burden special effects. And then with the last three here, I'm not going to go over them, they're just kind of useless information to know. Well, let's just not waste time with those, but overall, this patch note was actually a pretty decent sized one and a good one at that. Sure, there might be some things that are kind of like, wait, what? But overall, the pinnacle rewards, the exotic changes, or the buffs in the raid mode is going to be huge. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. God bless, stay blessed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.